Minister, 480 people will get cancer today. 24 people will die from cancer tragically today. And as a result of the cancellation and reduction of cancer treatment by this government, there will be, according to the experts, an influx of massively advanced cancers. And Minister, by any measure, this is an absolute disgrace. This week, we hear that the government will not return cancer services fully till the end of 2021. How can you stand over this, Minister? And will you reopen cancer services now? I believe the management of this particular illness has been shocking, Minister. We've been locked down for nearly 190 days in this state. Multiples of what other countries in Europe have been locked down, many with similar levels of mortality and morbidity. And people right around the country are massively frustrated. They're angry at the glacial rate of government action. It's taken a year for mandatory quarantine, and the example of our vaccine rollout compared to the north of Ireland, people are shockingly frustrated. And people are being told that there's light at the end of the tunnel, but that tunnel is getting longer and longer, Minister. Will you tell the people of Ireland what is the criteria for opening up this country? What cohorts of people need to be vaccinated, in your view, before we open up? What is the level of hospital admissions and ICU that we need to get to for this country to be opened up? People are sick of being treated like children, Minister. We need to tell them the truth with regard to our pathway to opening up. I also want to say that I, like the Irish Council of Civil Liberties, have real problems with the European talk of vaccine passports. A vaccine passport at European level would create a two-tier citizenship. Those with a vaccine passport will be entitled to freedoms, and those without would be denied them. And given that so many people are being denied a vaccine, it will be a kick in the teeth to those people to say that their freedoms will continuously be denied because with a vaccine passport also. Just two quick questions. Did the Taoiseach ask Joe Biden for vaccines? And also, will you clarify, will people who have been vaccinated abroad be quarantined when they come to Ireland as travellers?
Your time, Minister. You do have a 10-minute slot at the end, just to be mindful of that as well.
Thank you, Cathaoirleach, and can I thank the Deputy for his questions. With regard to people arriving into the country from Category 2 countries who have been vaccinated, or indeed who may have had COVID in the past, the answer is yes. They will be subject to mandatory hotel quarantining. Everyone coming in has to have a clear negative PCR test, for example. They too will be subject to mandatory hotel quarantining. And can I share the Deputy's passion and agitation around cancer treatment? It is a real issue. This is not the government. This is COVID. The reality is, in Ireland and right across the board, there's had to be an adjustment of services. We all know that. And a lot of the time it's because of infection prevention and control in the hospitals. I fully share the Deputy's passion and desire to get these services back up. Two things we have done, or a few things we have done in this year's budget. For the first time, I have fully funded the National Cancer Strategy, and the doctors, the clinicians, the oncologists I'm talking to, they're very, very enthusiastic about what can be done in terms of progressing cancer treatment in the country this year, and let me rest assured we will continue to do that in subsequent years. In addition to that, one of the areas that the oncologists are very, very interested in is we've allocated €50 million this year for new drugs. It's believed about a third of that will be for oncology drugs. So there is a lot going on, and I fully share the Deputy's view that we've got to get these cancer services back open as quickly as possible for the reasons we all understand.
Okay, three government